Financial institutions and private companies should increase the volume of goods bought from small businesses to keep them afloat during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. Secretary in charge of Trade, Betty Maina, was noted that restructuring of SME loans will only support businesses. Let's listen into that.
Coronavirus has occasioned financial institutions to restructure their loan books as most borrowers were reeling from the effects of measures taken to curb the spread of the virus. Stanbic Bank says it has restructured loans worth 38 billion shillings.
The help has been in two parts. Part one was to give an initial moratorium, which was to allow them to have a repayment holiday. Then the second phase, where we are now, is to now reorganize the loans and give them reduced repayments and help them.
Second-hand clothes dealers form the largest percentage of customers who renegotiated their loans after a ban in importation of mitumba was effected in April.
Some of our SMEs in Gikomba who import the bales of clothes, once the freeze was there, they could not repay their loans. So we allowed them a time not to repay their loans. Now that the freeze has opened up and they are now able to import, we are now discussing with them to say, as their businesses grows kidogo kidogo, we also now help them also repay their loans kidogo kidogo.
However, Industrialization and Trade Cabinet Secretary Betty Maina says loan restructuring alone will not help startups stay afloat, but financial institutions and the private sector should consider procuring their supplies from local small businesses.
What we've done is recognizing that in a shock like this, we will lose jobs, but the important thing is to minimize jobs, and therefore that's why the country never closed down completely. We just wanted to make sure that businesses can operate as much as possible within this restriction.
She says the government will buy more locally manufactured goods, urging SMEs to make quality products to attract more customers.
Consistent journey requires both the inputs from government or from the banks, but also the inputs from the entrepreneur. Because nobody can just hold your hand if you are not willing to grow. So
the government availed 5 billion shillings in a stimulus for businesses, with the Trade Ministry saying it will give a breakdown of how the money was disbursed in due course. Benson Riopa reporting for Channel 1 Business.